What's up, guys? It's Rex Collects, and today I'm going to be answering a bit of a question that I've gotten from people who've watched the channel and just from friends stuff in general is, how do I catalogue what I've got? Because I buy a lot of games, right? If that was not obvious. In fact, today, and that's a great job of holding the camera, I picked up these alone. You can check those out in the pickups videos. And it's how do I catalogue what I have and what I don't have? Let's add these to the piles. There we go. And it's kind of simple how I catalogue these. So, for the longest time, it was pure memory, right? For the PSP, for example, because I've only recently got back into collecting for the PSP, it's quite easy to roughly know what I have. You know, I go into CEX, which is the main place I go to buy games, or sometimes I'll go into, kind of retro games, like one-off kind of stores. And it's quite easy. Like, I know roughly in my head what I've got. Now, some people might argue, hey, look, you can just refer back to the videos that you've posted on here and watch the collection videos. That's true, but that doesn't really help me when I'm out in public. But, I more or less know what I have looking at the PSP. The PS2, I kind of roughly know what I have to a certain point without getting confused. That's not too hard, and I've recently picked up a good few games for these top few here. But, that's easy enough to remember what I do and don't have. And then you get to a console like the Xbox 360, where it is, by the way, excuse me, I'm currently reorganizing stuff on the other channel, but it's the point where I've actually had to download an app to remember what I've got, because some games I do genuinely get confused by which ones I have and which ones I don't. Now, I went out and I was discussing this earlier in a pickups video. I own most of the cheap Xbox 360 games, that aren't sports games, because I'll be honest, sports games don't particularly appeal to me. Watch somebody find one, and I don't think there's any. But I've started an app called My Game Collection, and more or less that's what I've been using to try and figure out what I've got, because it is kind of getting to that point. With movies and Blu-rays, it's not quite as bad, because I roughly know what I have here. But as far as this goes, it is kind of at that point. Like, PlayStation 1 is easy enough, but this is probably going to get to that point eventually. And with this, it's already been at that point, the point where I actually went out with people to retro game stores, and I've intentionally avoided picking up stuff for the Xbox 360 just to avoid having to deal with that. Like, oh crap, I don't want to pick up, like, for example, a while ago, I was in a retro game place, and I have quite a few James Bond games. I've got GoldenEye Reloaded over there. I've got Quantum of Solace there. And I've got 007's Legends there. Now, I couldn't work out if I had GoldenEye Reloaded, and I ended up not picking it up. Now, thankfully, I didn't pick it up because I already have the game. But you see my point. So, My Game Collection is the app I'm using. Really very helpful. But yeah, I thought I'd answer that little question. I may have another video up later tonight. Thank you very much for watching.